What's going on, Bay Fam? Welcome to my channel where I focus on helping families successfully navigate throughout the East Bay housing market. In today's video, we're going to dive into some of the numbers on what's happening specifically in Alameda County and some of the neighboring counties in the area. We're going to cover the new listings, pending sales, and the average days on market. And we're also going to talk a little bit about interest rates, where they are, and what's expected to happen with them throughout this year. So if you know anyone who is looking to buy a home here in 2024, or you have a friend, family, coworker who may be on the fence about selling their home this year, make sure to send them this video. I'd also be happy to have a conversation with them and see if there's any way that we can help them out moving forward and answer any questions that might not be getting answered on this video here today. So tune in and let's jump right into it. Before we get started, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps me out a lot. Also helps YouTube push this video out to other families, individuals who are looking to relocate here to the Bay Area. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with interest rates. Right now, at the time of this recording, interest rates are in the high 6% range. We haven't got that drop that everyone's looking for just yet. However, the talks of raising rates has definitely stopped. Inflation has fallen from about 9% to about 3%, but it doesn't look like the Feds are going to be cutting rates until inflation gets to its goal of 2% on the year. The great news is they believe that this will likely occur at some point this year. So this is a great thing for buyers, of course, because with that increased affordability, they can now have more purchasing power. But on the flip side, it's also going to increase competition, right? Because more buyers can now come into the market and afford to buy a home. For sellers, this is also going to be a good thing for you because more buyers are going to be out there now competing to buy your home. And then when you go to purchase your next property, interest rates aren't as high as they had been in the past. So when it comes to Alameda County, you can see here, I only have the years 2022 through 2024. Our current year clicked right here. If you want to see data from 2021, you can click this box right here and it'll appear for you. If we check out new listings here in Alameda County, this gives us an idea of how many homes are coming to market and how many sellers are getting out and willing to sell their homes. You can see that here from February 5th to March 3rd, we are up about 14% compared to this time last year. We had 230 new listings that has came to market in this time period, as opposed to 202 at this time last year. So still rather low compared to 2022. As you can see, there's still a big decline in new listings. This time in 2022, we had 360 new listings that came to market. We're currently once again sitting at 230. So better than last year, still not great when it comes to new listings. As I mentioned in my 2024 predictions, the Bay Area overall does have a big inventory shortage. And I will say that's not just the Bay Area. I'd say that's California, and the US overall is having issues when it comes to supply and demand, right? When there's not enough supply, prices are probably going to continue to rise. So this is where we're looking at for new listings. Once again, you can see this is up compared to 2023. This is kind of the trend line that it'll follow. I'm sure that we'll see these new listings come up as we start to hit March, April, May, just as they did in the years prior. So overall, new listings look like they're trending upward, which is good. Now, if we look at days on market, this gives us an idea of how fast homes are selling and how quickly they're going off of the market. We can see that here in this time frame from, once again, February 5th to March 3rd, median days on market is about 21 days. You can see this big decline here, letting you know that about this point, leading right into February. In January, homes were sitting at about 28 days, and then it's starting to pick up, right? You can see that sharp decline in median days on market, and we're now sitting at around 21 days. This time last year was about 23 days, and in 2022 at this same time it was about 25 days on market. So starting to get competitive, right? This is kind of just letting everyone know that even though interest rates are high, homes are still selling, right? They're not sitting around at 30, 40, 50 plus days on market. Even with interest rates being high, buyers have accepted that and are pretty much getting creative, whether they're doing a 2-1 buy down to lower the interest rate for the first couple of years, or whether they're just buying with hopes of refinancing in the future when interest rates do plan to drop. So 21 days is the median days on market. Homes are selling. What I'm seeing out there is homes that are the most marketable, that have really good staging and really good photography, and a lot of people showing up to the open houses because they are interested in those homes. Those homes are still getting a number of offers. I'd say probably about 5 to 10 offers are still being received for those homes, which is showing that it's still competitive. Now, there are also homes that I do see that maybe aren't the most marketable that are sitting on longer than this average days on market. So if I'm a buyer out there and I'm interested in buying a home, but I don't want to be in a competitive situation where I have to compete with multiple offers, I would look at homes that have been sitting on the market for about 25 plus days, because those sellers are going to be more willing to negotiate. Those are the situations where you can maybe negotiate a 2-1 buy down, so your seller is giving you credits on your closing costs, and it can decrease your interest rate for the first 2 years, making it more affordable for you to purchase a property. Those sellers are going to be, once again, more willing to negotiate because their homes have been sitting on market longer than the median days. Now, if we look at the trend line here and we look at 2023, for example, we can see that it bottomed out around 23 days on market. It then started to rise to about 24 days, so 1 extra day, and then kind of went back down around April-ish, and pretty much stayed, I'd say, all the way until the beginning of June at about 23 days on market. It did that same thing in 2022. It dipped to about 25 days on market, went up a little bit just to 26 days, and then kind of stayed in that 25 to 26 day range all the way till about June. So if I had to bet on it, I'd say that we'll see that same trend line here in 2024. It's 21 days on market. I'm sure it'll raise up to about maybe 23, and then all the way through June, it'll probably stay at about 23 to 25 days on market. So still competitive, right? Homes are still selling even with interest rates being higher than we'd like to see them. So if we do get a drop in interest rates, I'm sure that those days on market will stay in the low 20 days on market range. All right, now let's take a look at median sales price here in Alameda County. If we look back to my 2024 market predictions, I predicted that home prices would go up, and that's just due to lack of supply here. So if we look at the median sales price here in Alameda County from February 5th to March 3rd, the median sales price is just under 1.1 million. It's a 14% increase compared to this time last year. And if we look at what homes were selling for last year at this same time frame, it's about 961,000 here in Alameda County. So we can see here that home prices are going up. If we look at how they trended in 2023, we see that they went up, they kind of plateaued a little bit, followed this line and went right back up. If we follow this same trend line here in 2022, for example, we see that home prices also went up to about 1.1, just under 1.2 million. They started to plateau just for a slight second here in April, and then they went right back up during the heat of the summer market. So if I had to bet, I'd say that this trend line looks pretty consistent here with 2022 and 2023. I think we'll see the same thing. I think home prices will continue to rise and kind of follow this trend line, especially if we get that decrease in interest rates that everyone is hoping to see. Now, if we take a look at Contra Costa County as well, we kind of see a similar story. When it comes to new listings from February 5th to March 3rd, that's the data that's out right now. It's up 7.7% compared to this time last year. Last year had about 196 new listings at this time. Compared to this year, there's 211, but of course still a big gap compared to 2022, when this time frame had about 326 new listings. If we shift over to Contra Costa County for median days on market, same kind of trend line that we've seen in Alameda County, where the days on market right now is about 21 days from February 5th to March 3rd. This time last year it was 22 days. In 2022 it was 24 days, right? So still letting you know that homes are still selling even with interest rates being high as they are right now. It does look like from the numbers that homes are still selling rather quickly. We don't see homes sitting on market for 30, 40, 50 days when it comes to the median days on market overall. If we look at median sales price here in Contra Costa County, it's up 12% compared to this time last year, with the median sales price of $783,000. Last year, this same time frame, about $702,000 was the median sales price. And if we look from 2022, it is down from 2022 where it was at $818,000, but you can see overall, if we kind of follow these trend lines, that it does look like it will continue to increase when it comes to median sales price here in Contra Costa County. Let's check out San Francisco County. San Francisco is staying pretty in line with the numbers from 2023. If we follow this orange line here, we see that San Francisco had just a 2.3% increase in new listings. 131 new listings came to market in this time frame, as opposed to 128 last year. Once again, similar story all the way across the board. Big gap compared to 2022 here, when this same time frame had 203 new listings. So similar story, right? I don't want to sound like a broken record, but due to this lack of supply, even though new listings are coming to the market compared to last year, it's still a big gap in supply from pre-pandemic norms. So I think that you'll see home prices continue to rise just based on the numbers. If we look at median days on market here in San Francisco, we see that homes are selling pretty fast. 13.6 days on market, might as well call it 13 to 14 days on market is how fast homes are selling. This same time last year they were selling 14 days, and this same time in 2022 it was about 19 days. So overall, those 3 years, homes are still selling fairly quickly. And let's check out the median sales price here in San Francisco. If we look at the median sales price in San Francisco, we see that homes are selling for about, might as well call it 1.4 million, which is up 9% compared to this time last year where it was just under 1.3 million. I think that home prices are going to continue to climb in San Francisco County as well. Pivoting over to Solano County, we see that Solano County had 82 new listings from this range, February 5th to March 3rd, which is about a 4% increase compared to this same time last year, where Solano County had 79 listings compared to 2022. It is down. They had 117 new listings in Solano County. If we look at days to close, well, this is interesting. It's the most interesting chart that we've seen so far when it comes to days to close. It looks like the median days to close is about 13 days. So homes are selling pretty fast in Solano County. If we look at where they were last year, it was at 12 days during this time frame. And if we look at where it was in 2022, it was about 13 days. So overall, homes are selling fast in Solano County. Median sales price in Solano County looks like about $563,000 at this time frame, compared to last year is about $543,000. Compared to 2022, during this time frame, it was at 592,000. So it looks like home prices in Solano County are coming down a bit, but I would assume that it would follow kind of this 2023 trend line, and it'll come down a bit, but it will probably spike back up as we head into the spring and summer months here in Solano County. So we've definitely seen dramatic improvement when it comes to interest rates, the stock market, and overall consumer confidence. Both buyers and sellers were starting to see re-engage and pick up in the housing market here, specifically in Alameda County at least. We are seeing dozens of home buyers now coming into the open houses on the weekends. There's a lot more properties that are coming to market, and it seems like the overall pipeline for coming soons amongst our agent colleagues are also starting to fill up as well. So overall, I'm hoping that you got some value out of this video. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think is going to happen throughout the rest of the year here in 2024. Do you think home prices are going to increase? Do you think they're going to drop? Do you think it's a good time to buy or sell? Let me know in the comments below. Share this with a family member, coworker, or friend who is looking to potentially buy or sell here in 2024. If you have any additional questions, anything that's not getting answered in this video, feel free to contact me. I'll get back to you and see if there's any way I can help you out. Until next time, take care.